Hey guys, Anna here. We are back for episode 13 of the final season of Supergirl. Last week's episode saw Kelly finally don the mantle of Guardian herself with her own outfit and whatnot crafted by Brainy to give her own brand of style to the character. We also had John Diggle show up for the conclusion of his 5 appearance arc throughout this. Well, technically 4. Legends doesn't count because he wasn't playing Diggle in that episode, but he's made 5 appearances across the Arrowverse over the last couple of shows, and he finally made his close here in Supergirl, finally accepting his fate, and that worlds are awaiting him. So we'll see him again sometime to pick up where they left off with the green box mystery, as he calls it. Since Dave Ramsey confirmed they will be following up on that later, and this is not the last we will be seeing of him. But major takeaway, Kelly has now donned the armor. So guys, let's go ahead and get ready to dive into this one because I'm excited to see where things are going. Nixley is on the move again, so mischief is afoot. So guys, remember, if you want to see the full-length unedited reaction to this episode or any of the other episodes or any of the episodes that we've been covering at all, no matter the show this year on the channel, you can check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, it gets you access to those as well. Started to include a couple of movies, just put Venom up there in preparation for the new movie coming out this Friday, which we will also be reviewing. But another way you can support the channel, if that's not a way you can do it, is always by liking, commenting, subscribing, because it just makes YouTube happy. But let's go ahead and dive into this week's episode. Here we go.
We're in a race against a vengeful fifth-dimensional imp named Nixley to find 7 totems before she can use them to wipe us out of existence.
I was just gonna go to the fortress to see what info I could find. Do you want to come?
Access all Kryptonian knowledge on fifth-dimensional all-stone totems.
What does the Kryptonian witch got to do with a fifth-dimensional totem? Well, fifth-dimensional energy is magic. It is energy. There must be a scientific logic to it. We just don't understand it yet.
There she goes.
Seeking them on Krypton led to the demise of many in my cover. If you choose to seek the totems, there are a few rules you must know. Rule 1. There is a prescribed order to the totems. The courage totem is first. Rule 2. The totems have been concealed as artifacts. 3. You must activate the totem before you can wield it. To do so, you must speak the word cursex. 4. To fully control...
What was that again?
You must submit yourself to a test of character. It will not be pleasant.
Yeah, but we don't want to control the totems. We just want to protect them. How did the witches in your coven start their search?
On Krypton, we discovered that over the eons, these magical artifacts had an effect on the cultures that grew up around them.
An artifact that could be anything.
Correct. May you survive your quest.
What was that performance? Looked like she was cracked out on something. So how she was just shifting and then twitchy and looking everywhere. For a second, I thought she was reading her lines off of a teleprompter or something, but she was just, her eyes were everywhere.
Dr. Gale hadn't told the grant committee that he was quitting Project Bolt because he believed harnessing lightning was too dangerous. Then I'd still have plans.
The shipment was delayed, but it arrived.
It did? The Courage Totem is in National City.
That's convenient.
There's a gap in their security. When the shift change happens, that's your opening.
8 minutes. Oh, what an annoyingly small window.
I tasked you with covering the Super Friends.
The fucking look on his face. Oh my god. Defeated.
We think that even if the Courage Totem seemed like an innocuous object before it was hidden...
Because it's a magical power source, it could have evolved into a symbol of courage.
So it's the slingshot that 100% is the same slingshot that fought Goliath, I'm assuming. I thought we were being quiet.
Nixley, hand the totem over.
No. This one's mine. Better luck next time. What have you done? Mitch, no!
She break it in half?
What
Whatever the totem is, it's radiating concentrated fifth-dimensional energy.
Maybe Vita can tell us more.
How does this work exactly?
Brainy, you okay?
Hush, child.
Vita? Did you possess Brainy?
That's great. Don't fret. What are these? His nipples?
We need to get that witch out of him.
Hey, Vita? We accidentally broke the courage totem, and now there's fifth-dimensional energy coming out of it.
But that wasn't wise.
All those people at the museum have been affected. We could see erratic...
And you guys.
Just to be safe. Vita. Hey, Vita. How do we reverse
What the fuck?
By gaining control of your half of the church.
So I have to pass my gauntlet before Nixley passes hers. We're gonna help you.
She who broke the totem must run the gauntlet alone.
Got it! I've got it! Cursix.
Face yourself. Face the moment you lack true courage.
What does that mean?
National City Airlines flight 237
Oh, wow.
Geneva is experiencing some loss of altitude. The pilot seems to be circling the city.
All the way back to the first episode.
Remember this. I didn't go because I was afraid I'd be seen. You're safe now. I'll call the police.
You have failed.
What the fuck?
What do you want?
I want you to give me the plans for finishing the plasma ionizer. Then you leave me no choice.
Cursix.
The rest of the troops are in the armory, sister.
It's the day of the coup. I should have killed you when I had the chance.
You have failed.
Oh, great. This is turning into the X-Files episode of Fight Club.
Sweet, another dragon. Sweet? Yeah. This one's mine.
How come Kara's not affected, though, by the courage bug? Is it because she is the one that broke it?
Barbecue her unless we stop it. Can you comment psychically?
I admire your concern for your sister, Supergirl. And can I just say how proud I am to have watched you both grow into the strong women you are today?
I told you, harnessing lightning is too dangerous.
Give it to me.
Haha, she got it. I'm gonna get a coffee.
Everyone there must have been affected, including some of you.
I didn't have the courage to kill my father when he betrayed me. So why didn't it work?
Well, maybe you killed the wrong guy. Maybe you should have killed your brother.
What?
But didn't you say he betrayed you too?
I couldn't have to kill him.
Well, maybe that's the test. You know,
Or maybe it's forgiving.
The test wants me to overcome a moment where my courage failed. I feel like I was the most courageous then. There's got to be something more. Cursix.
I'll save everybody.
You have failed.
Ooh, is it gonna like multiply on them?
If a reluctant Earth witch was to accept her gift and harness her magic, her powers could be strong enough. Depends on how powerful the witch and how far she's willing to go.
If this storm clusters, we could be looking at a single discharge of over 1,000 megajoules.
That's 50 times the strength of an average strike.
Supergirl, I know you like to take things all on your own shoulders, but this is not your fault.
Actually, it might be.
Hold that thought.
Two scientists arguing about something that could harness lightning.
Dude, David Harewood is like killing me in this episode.
Come on.
I trusted you. And you betrayed me. You were my baby brother. I was your most loyal friend. And this is how you repay me. I would never have hurt you. I would never, ever have turned my back on you, especially for him. I would have died for you. I did die. Right here.
You have performed admirably.
Courage to be vulnerable.
Dr. Beatrice Lahr. She was working on Project Bolt, an attempt to harness lightning energy, until she lost her funding this morning.
Brainy, it's not even close. That's your fourth miscalculation today.
Brady.
You've been affected by the totem.
That's ridiculous.
What's the one thing a Cluan doesn't have the courage to do?
You're wrong in his calculations? Oh.
I appreciate your newfound courage, but we need to have a plan.
Oh, wow.
Tell us how to stop the storm! You just ruined my life's work!
He's still just got his thumbs up for while she's beating on his chest.
I need my team functional. I need Dr. Lahr helpful, and none of that will happen unless the totem is restored.
If Supergirl circles it, what's the probability of creating an inverse function to disperse it?
What are the odds if you, me, and Jean do it together?
Excellent thinking. I'm on my way.
They just get each other's visions?
Begin to explain it, but it is possible that restoring the totem created a psychic connection between you and Nixley.
And it's time I get back on the horse.
I heard about your crime syndicate beat. You going undercover?
I am going to ask the Super Friends if I can be embedded with them.
What?
So you know I went to Newfoundland to learn more about my mother. Turns out that she's a witch and against, but maybe a combination of science and magic can, and I feel like I owe it to everyone to learn as much as I can. And I thought I could start with seeing if I could untether you from Nixley.
It could be an asset. If I can sense how Nixley's feeling, maybe I can sense what she's planning.
I mean, it could be painful and dangerous.
Nixley.
And go both ways.
Supergirl went through the same trials, and yet she's hopeful, happy. Why?
Perhaps you suffer most because you passed your test. She didn't.
I won.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I want to know, are we going to find out the deal behind why Kara's didn't work? Why she wasn't able to pass her test? Like, I don't know. This was a fun episode. I gotta say, it made me laugh so much. Like, seeing everybody be out of character. That weird hippie-ass witch from Krypton possessing Brainy was just... Again, I love the slapstick crap they have Jesse Rath do because I think he is fucking hilarious. He's so good. Man, and David Harewood in this, just as much. even Alex, to some extent, was kind of funny in this, but David Harewood, man, he was just like his encouragement, him just expressing his feelings and just gleefully just getting his ass beat while just like, I was like, what is this? I love it. And then just Lena coming to terms with magic, and I'm really curious to see where all of that goes. And then William wants to just go and ask if he can just be embedded with the team. So again, I don't know where that's going to go. So that's 1 totem out of 7, right? There's 7 totems. So it's courage down. And Nixley's was just kind of facing the fact that she couldn't truly hold her brother accountable. She couldn't admit like his betrayal or how she felt. She tried not to, she bottled up and resisted that pain and never really faced it, I guess. Again, Kara's has something to do with the day she became Supergirl, but what does it mean? Like, what would it be? She saved people. She was worried about not getting seen. Saved the plane. Maybe it was, I don't know. What if it's the courage to stand down and just put faith in others? Because she always puts the weight on her shoulder, which is also a comment that John made. She doesn't always have to keep everything on her shoulders or whatever, or carry the weight of everything. So maybe if she's had the courage to trust other people with these issues, like if she had, but in a weird way though, like if that's the case, then it would be in that moment she just has to not act at all, which would just, in that situation, I mean, like people would have died. So I don't know if that's it. I don't know what it is. I want to know what it is. I don't know. Overall, it was just a fun episode. It was funny. It was hilarious. It was all right. I enjoyed it. I really like, I need to learn who this like the name of the actress playing Nixley, because I really like her performance just in general. I like her charisma that she brings to the role. Again, that goes to say, I just like their castings in general, across the board on this show. And, Lena's coming out to Kara at the end about being a witch was interesting. And again, I think that's so far one of the parts of this season that's got me the most intrigued about what they're going to do with it. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this episode, so I'm going to pass it off to you guys. What did you think of the episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, if you want to see the full-length unedited reaction to this whole episode, it's going to be on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, it gets you access to that as well. Make sure to join our Discord if you haven't already, and we can talk about it there, as well as anything else. DC, Marvel, Star Wars, television in general, movies in general. Come hang out. We got a channel for most things. So I hope to see you there. You can also follow me on my socials. Links to all of that is down in the description below. But guys, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Mandy Sher, Ryan, Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Kurskov, Margaret Grace, and Peeling Zem. Thank you guys so much for your magnificent support. And everybody else, I love you guys. And I'll see you guys next week with the next episode of Supergirl. Take care, everybody.